Okay, hello everyone. My name is Birdman for obvious reasons, and today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I want to actually start reviewing television shows. So, every few days I'll look at a random show or shows that I just watched and just kind of talk about per episode basis. And I got a chance to check out American Gods. It's a new show on Star starring Richard Whittle and Ian McShane. And it's kind of an odd show. I didn't really know anything about it, honestly, walking in. I heard the name American Gods. I'm like, this sounds really, really cool. So I figured, hey, why don't I go check it out and see kind of what the big deal is about? So I kind of, went in cold, didn't really know anything about it. The only real premise I know is that there's like, you know, ancient gods and stuff that are in our modern society, and that's something I love. I love when they take fantasy elements but put them in like, 2017, like modern day, and just to kind of see how the fantasy melds in with reality. And sometimes it's done well, sometimes it's done not. Like the CW show Supernatural, I love that show because it's basically all that of how these old ancient gods are dealing with modern society. And with this, it's like, it starts off as the main character, Richard Whittle. His name is Shadow Moon, some BS like that. And he's in prison, and on the release of the day to realize, he gets the news that his wife has died, so he's on the way to the funeral. That's where he meets Ian McShane. And you don't really know much about him. He kind of seems like this weird, like, crazy guy, but then when you meet him later, he's normal. So it's like, oh, he's some sort of con artist. He kind of messes with people. And he offers the main character a job. The main character refuses because he's like, fuck no, I don't know you. I just got a prison. I don't want to go back in. Um, and during all of this exchange, and for the first part of this episode, there's these weird cuts to like forests and weird demons. It's kind of all over the place. But it kind of moves on as it's going towards his funeral. All this kind of weird stuff. So it cuts to this weird woman who's having sex with a dude and also like absorbing him or some bullshit. And later on in the episode, he sees this weird bit of technology, and suddenly someone else is talking to him. So we get this weird amalgam of he's a normal dude who thinks he's in a normal situation, but there's so much weird old god and new god powers and stuff that's just going around, and he's just stuck in the middle of it. That's basically what kind of the first episode is about. It's just the main character who's now thrust into whatever the hell's going on. One of the things I like about the show is, yeah, I'm a huge fan of gods and religions and powers fitting in with a modern society. Not because sometimes what they want to do is they go back thousands of years, like here it was 2,000 years ago. But I like it when they do it in the modern sense, because you have that weird kind of mixing, and where it's like, how do people with cell phones deal with the fact that people with gods are walking down the street? And I'm always a huge fan of that. And I think that as far as the acting, I think everybody in the supporting cast, Ian McShane, the guy that plays the technological god, all the other people are great supporting casts. Which leads into the one thing I don't like, which is the main actor. I don't think he's particularly good at acting.
I'm not superstitious. I believe in plenty when there's reason and evidence to believe. I don't believe in anything I can't see. I feel like there's a fucking axe hanging over my head.
He's very stale whenever he delivers any lines. And whenever he talks, it's like he's trying to sound smart, but it's like he's just reading a script. I know that's technically what he's doing, but it's just like he doesn't really ever feel like he's there. But this is just the first episode, so hopefully you can kind of like, meld in and get the groove in the next couple of episodes. But all in all, this is a decent start. I'm really happy I ended up watching the show. I can't wait to kind of see what happens, next week. Just to kind of see how is the show really going to flesh out. Because right now I don't really know what's going on. You just have an idea that there's some sort of conflict. But yeah, no, I can't wait for the show to flesh out. So far, as far as the first episode is concerned, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And I hope the show fleshes itself out and the main character can really find what his footing is, just so the show can continue being good. Well, that's everything I have to say about American Gods. Birdman out.